I can't tell if we're live. Oh, hey, whoa, hey, there we go.
There's something wrong with our screens for a minute.
Oh, well, hello, everybody. It has been a little while, but we are back. Episode 15? Wow, 15 of these we've done. Feels like more.
Yeah.
But I am Tyler, also known as the Geode Cracker Collector. And joining me, as always, we have Chris, a.k.a. Roofertris Rooted Rockhound. And don't have a whole lot planned today except for hanging out, talking about some geodes, talk about some rocks, and that's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to a relaxing day.
Yeah, gonna show off some
geodes. Slim, hello, voice.
Yeah, fade to black.
Go and double check emails and see if you sent any other photos. Oh. I was checking them out and I got a little busy. Hey, Jenny, welcome, Nick.
How's it going, y'all?
Hello. Oh, man. Talk about a reminder. I totally forgot to paint the bottoms of these. Oh, that looks terrible. In New York now. What's up, Fade?
Niagara Falls, I saw that.
Niagara Falls. Oh, wow.
Little preview. Some things we're going to look at today.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully my fan is not too loud for you guys. But I'm going to move it a little bit closer because it's hot in this garage. It's toasty. Ooh, that's pretty.
It's got some...
Oh, whoa.
I can't tell. It looked like opal, but it's got like this flower pattern right there. It's like a calcite flower. Or halite?
Wow.
Gosh, is that... I don't know.
I don't know. What color is it? Does it glow?
Look at the patterns in it. It's from a Dugway. It's probably calcite. Oh, it definitely glows. It's a Dugway.
Sweet. Oh, yeah.
Even in the daylight.
Crazy. So awesome. Oh, it's so hot. How's everybody doing? Anybody do any rock hounding since the last podcast? That's pretty.
I'm just going to keep showing it off. Yeah, unfortunately, I've not done any rock hounding myself.
Oh, I've got on your way to Illinois Beach. Where's Illinois Beach at?
Hey, Loki.
Oh, what up, Loki? Zion, Illinois. Oh, hold on. I need to see how far away from Zion I am.
You went the opposite direction of Herkimer after you told me you were at Niagara Falls. Yeah, if you went the other way for about 3 hours, you'd have hit Herkimer, New York. Travis said, I just got out last weekend and got some agates, wood, and even an ammonite fossil on the river. Nice. Travis said, I just got out last week.
Heck yeah. Zion. That's up near the border. Oh, yeah. Okay. I was going to say that's right near the border with Wisconsin.
We've been flooding.
If it wasn't so far, I'd say come to my shop and get some geodes.
We've had crazy rain causing floods here for like 2 weeks, so it's been a no-go going out for me up to Herkimer. I don't want to deal with the mud. It's just not so fun digging up in the mud like I did last time. So I was trying to wait for it to dry out a little bit to get up there now, but instead I get a rockhound at home looking at all these awesome Dugway geodes that Gene just sent me. This is one of the new ones I just got from him.
Well, I'm right on the border of Illinois and Indiana. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah, definitely keep us updated. Let me know if you find any agates up there, because that's probably no more than like an hour and a half ride from me. I'd definitely be down to go and find some agates on Illinois ground. That'd be pretty crazy. Oh snap!
Yeah, make sure y'all turn on the HD, the highest that YouTube lets you. It keeps defaulting to low definition for people.
Where are you at? Are you in Wisconsin? You keep showing cool stuff. I need to like just wait for the delay to catch up and look at it on my laptop because I keep getting like this close. Kenosha. Oh, right on. Sweet.
My laptop was set to 144 for some reason. YouTube keeps doing that. I put it always to HD. I set the setting to be always highest quality, and then it puts it to lowest quality. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
Oh,
YouTube is crazy sometimes.
hey, did you see that we're actually in full 1080p live right now?
Really?
Yeah, I can put on 1080p. We actually look like real people and not just digital programs.
Whoa! Oh man, look at that.
Yeah,
That's
I guess YouTube thinks we're a real deal now.
I'm so accomplished. I feel so. YouTube do be whack sometimes.
1080 live. That's new because I think that should also mean your geode cracking live should also be in 1080 now.
That'd be nice.
Unless it's just a beta they're trying with this go live together thing.
Yeah, YouTube doesn't have it where you can straight up do it there. You can do it through like third-party apps, but I don't know. I don't really know how to do it with more than one person. Just yet, without using like OBS or some sort of programming.
Yeah, you have to use Streamlabs or not Streamlabs.
Streamlabs.
I say that all the time. StreamYard. It's got a duck. StreamYard has a little duck on the logo. Quack. Hey,
Oh, Ghost in the house. We got Al's gonna go out and find some agates tomorrow, or might be heading out for agates. So let me look at my calendar here. Let me look at my calendar here. Ooh, I don't have a whole lot of time before it, but I might be able to plan a day to meet up with some subscribers out in the Keokuk area. Because I got the thumbs up to go and do a couple nights of camping out there and get some collecting done. So I might head out. Where's my calendar on here? Here you are. It's me and that. So I might head out, or not might. I'm heading out Monday night, the 24th. So I'll be camping somewhere near. I don't know where I'm gonna camp yet. I haven't decided. I don't know if I'm gonna go and try and find some like actual Keokuk, Iowa Keokuk geodes, or what. But I'm heading out there Monday night to get there, camp, have all day Tuesday to look for stuff, and then half a day Wednesday to look for stuff to be back home Wednesday night. Because Thursday is the wife and I, we celebrate 4 years married. So we're going to be going out.
Congrats.
Thank you. We actually, so the day that I proposed to her, I totally, I psyched her out. I made her think we were going to this I made her think the purpose of going to this really fancy restaurant was to propose, because she had a good feeling that I was living up in Minnesota at the time. I had actually flown down during a polar vortex, and it was a huge ordeal to even get to Illinois. I'm flying there because my truck wouldn't start in the cold. So then I buy a bus ticket. And then the buses are like, yeah, it's too cold out. We're not going to be driving. So I'm like, okay, then I buy a train ticket. And then the train's like, yeah, everything's frozen. So then I'm like, snap, I don't have any other form of transportation except air. So then I went and tried to find a plane And we left at like 2 a.m. after being on the runway in this little small plane. First time ever in a plane. It was in one that I can like put my arms out and like touch either side. And terrified because we were on the runway for 2 hours getting de-iced. We would de-ice, and then it would take too long to start, and then they'd have to de-ice us again. I think we went through like 8 or 9 de-icing cycles. They probably shouldn't have let the plane fly. It was the only plane to leave the airport that night. And yeah, so got here, all that anxiety and everything. If you're familiar with it, it's in downtown Chicago. I think the 60-something or the 80-something floor of the John Hancock building. So really fancy place, really nice restaurant. And I made her think that I was going to propose there, and I didn't propose there. Then we went to an escape room in Indiana, and I proposed there. I wrote a letter out, and I put it in an envelope, and I kind of beat it up, and I went ahead of her in this final room, and I went and I hid it and had it be like one of the clues. So when she found it, she read it, and when she turned around, I was down on one knee with the ring. So it was cool. But I'm thinking we're going to go back there on Thursday. You keep making me lose my train of thought, dude. And the story just keeps going like further tangents than needed to go. Only moral of all that was we were going to go to the same. Yeah, this is the Lapidary Lounge. Chris is here as well. I do not have a fancy 2-camera setup yet. But yeah, so the 27th is our anniversary. So yeah, Monday, I won't say Monday, but yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday, the 25th and 26th of this month, I will be out in the Keokuk area looking for some geodes. I'll make a post about it on my channel too. So if anybody wants to go meet up, find some geodes, we can meet up at the mine. I can show you a creek, a public access creek that's out there that people can go and collect in, and it doesn't cost you anything. But yeah. What up, Jeff? Welcome in, buddy. I think we had Wildheart join as well. Still sitting here looking at my calendar. Let me get back here. If I can, I'll go live out there.
Ooh, do y'all see the inclusion?
Yes, thank you for all the congratulations and stuff like that. This is I'll be in the tri-state area, the Missouri, Iowa, and Illinois area. It's called the Keokuk Geode Beds. I'll probably be camping. I don't know. I don't know if I want to go into Missouri to camp or if I want to go camp in Iowa. Basically, wherever I can find a nice campsite with electric, that's the cheapest. So, because I want to do a bunch of filming out there. I don't care. And my phone, charge battery packs and stuff like that, and do a bunch of good filming. But I think the last time I've gone out there twice. The first time I couldn't film nearly anything because it was so hot. My phone kept overheating. So I want to try and get, what the heck are they? Like a canopy, one of those like little collapses down into like the size of like a duffel bag. You can open it up and it's got a canopy overhead, gives you some shade. I want to see about getting one of those. It's not too heavy and bulky to bring that with. So if I set up in a spot, I can have my phone and GoPro set up on tripods underneath, and at least in the shade, But I don't know. Thinking about it, there's like a delay, so it's so in sync. Like there's one rock there. You take this one out, and another one pops up there, and then another one there. 9/11 would have been the 20th anniversary, but not anymore. Sorry to hear that, Loki. I believe I fully recall the situation, but I don't want to bring it up if you're not comfortable bringing it up. But it's makes me want to say some words that are not appropriate for YouTube. I'll say that much. But I may not be remembering correctly.
Wild was like, Chris, what you doing? I'm just over here showing rocks while Tyler's giving story time, you know.
Yep, my bad.
No, all good. Hey, it's the lounge. That's what we do. These are ones that you sent me.
Oh, yeah.
And that other one I showed before, too. This one was one of my favorites that you sent, that horn coral.
Oh, yeah. Salted caramel ice cream. Ooh. Run a total of 26 years of marriage. Awesome, Ghost. That's what we're working towards.
This one had really good crystals in it.
Oh, yeah. So pretty. Oh, Ghost, get out of here, man. He's like, oh, running total of 26 years, but there's 3 ex-wives. Man! That's not what we're going for. Oh, jeez, Louise.
I don't remember if I showed this one on the podcast.
Jeff, what are you doing right now? You busy? You home or are you on the road?
Actually, yeah, I was going to say earlier we should have hit Jeff up. It's the duck or a whale. So duck head, take that off. It's a duck in the water. Or if you look at it, like this is the head, that's a fin, that's the big back fin, that's the lower fin of the body. It's a whale, its back fin up in the air. You want to jump on the podcast? Come show some rocks off on the podcast. We just got Jeff up to 50 subs today.
Both my exes moved to Texas, man. They heard that song too much. Ocean rock and iron remover. Exterior is falling apart. Not sure if the crystal structure will dissolve or not. Ocean rock. Ocean rock meaning a rock you collected from the ocean? Or is that like an ocean jasper? What do you mean? We can't do more than... And then whenever you back out, Chris comes back in. That's how we've done it. That's how we've done it before.
You're cutting out a little bit for me. I don't know if it was for everyone, but yeah. So I would just jump out. You would jump in, Jeff. Tyler would have to just text you the link.
Yeah.
Would...
So like I said, just send me your cell number on Facebook, so I can text you the link. It only works if you text it. And then yeah, we'll let Chris have some narration here. He was just showing us rocks, and now he can talk and explain some things some more if he wants. And then let Jeff get some things together, and we can get you over.
Yeah, let's, I guess, flip this little thing around here. So I was just showing off a whole bunch of different little geode bits and stuff, and some was
Sit up Discord and let's see. Chris has a better laptop, so he can always move over and actually show the picture on during the stream, and we can actually talk about it now. Not this second. Done with what you're doing.
But yeah, the ones I was showing was a few that Tyler had sent, but a few also that I got from Gene. And some of those ones were really nice. This one was one I just cut a couple weeks ago. And it had some really interesting... See down in there, the really white crystal there and right there?
Oh, wow. That's really cool.
They're kind of curvy. And those glow really green, so I'm not sure if that's halite on top of something else.
Try and get like a good macro picture of it and see what the structure is like. If it's got ridges and like points to it, which it kind of seems like it might, then it's probably not hyalite because it's more of like a globular growth habit. But it's really hard to tell, at least for me. I can't tell if those are like bubbles or if those are like points coming out.
No, they're definitely little points. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe aragonite. Aragonite has some good reaction in phosphorescence.
Yeah, look at that. That's a good pattern right there. It looks like diamond stacked on diamond stacked on diamond. Do you see the pattern? Like,
oh, okay. I see it a little better now. That's really cool.
Like a fractal almost looking down on that one. But yeah.
My laptop's like far behind.
So there's a couple others that were from you. Ooh, I'll show this one from Jeff too in a moment. I don't remember. Well, I guess I showed it on a previous podcast because we opened our boxes from Jeff together.
I do, Loki.
There was this one that Jeff had sent that we showed before.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Hanging out. I like that one.
Is that a Bear Canyon?
Is that what he sent? I forget. We have to ask Jeff. I think that might
Jeff,
be what
is that one
he
a Bear stuff out in Montana? I could be wrong. I don't know.
Maybe that's what it was. It was what he sent you and me in those boxes we opened together. And this was
Oh, fine. I like the one I have now. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt when it comes to like editing and stuff because all right, take care, voice. I hope you have a wonderful week. Try and stay cool down there. It's hot up here in the Midwest. I can only imagine how hot it is down there.
Have a good.
All right, add it to Discord. Show us the pretties.
Oh yeah, she's on the trip. Remember, she's out traveling.
Didn't send any Bear Canyon. Okay.
Wasn't Voice just saying she was in Illinois?
Or no, not in Florida. She's in New York. Wrong side of the country. My bad. Not Florida.
She was
New
headed
York.
to the Illinois beach.
No, that wasn't Voice. That's that's fake.
Oh.
Voice is up in New York right now.
Okay, yeah, she was at Niagara. Oh, then I yeah, then I got confused between who was going where earlier. I just misread the names. So yeah, anyway, we got a whole box of a few others. I'll just quickly skim over. So here's one. Tyler's cracked a few of those before. This one's a good little rattler.
Oh yeah.
The calyx. You can see the lines going down it. See how it's a fossil, geodized fossil. Not that you guys can hear it because I'm mic'd up, but it's a little rattler and it's got a little crystal shaking around in it. I can hear it. Oh yeah, that's a nice. This one's hopefully going to be pretty like that inside. I'm hoping for something good. Maybe cut it this way.
Hopefully.
Oh, actually, it's already cracked. I guess maybe I'll just go pop it because that's pretty cracked all around.
Pop it, pop it, pop it.
Or sell it and let one of you pop it. So here we've got a mix of mostly Richardson Ranch eggs. A little bit of Richardson Ranch. And then got a few boxes of the small Dugway ones. Got like a handful of little boxes of these, but yeah, so I'm gonna go cutting some more. I just cut a bunch of the club. And like I was just showing that one, that other egg I cut, the duck, and this one. I'm gonna go cut some more. This one had really cool, look at the little dendrites floating in it.
Sweet. Fade, we should try and meet up this week up at that beach or something, man. That's not super far from me at all.
Looks like a rabbit. Kind of like a jackrabbit.
I was gonna say it looks like a rabbit.
2 rabbits.
That's crazy how many dendrites are in the one half, but then the other half has like
none.
A couple of them.
Right? Like,
Or is there one? I was gonna say one.
There's
That's
one,
nuts.
and then they're all on this side. And just on, like,
What?
right at the surface almost, too. I cut it just perfect.
Duck season fire. That's so cool.
Yeah, wild. I love these.
The dimensions in those is crazy. And Faye, don't feel like you need to respond right now, buddy. I know you're driving and listening, so don't be unsafe.
Yeah, and a couple others I cracked and cut. I cut a few and I cracked a few on that cracker that the club has. I agree with
what Wild Heart said, not to interrupt you. If you do sell those rabbit ones, one of those has got to be reserved for Wild Heart because she literally raises rabbits.
Oh yeah, right.
So. She needs one.
Wild Heart. I've said it to y'all so many times and I mean it, but like almost no one's taken advantage of it. The best way to get something like that is to direct message me on Discord and stuff. Because when people tell me on the lives, it's gone 2 minutes later. But yeah. I'm gonna pull up the Discord so I can show that picture real quick.
In Discord. Oh.
A few rabbits.
You used to have 36 rabbits.
As I said,
did you start off with 2 and then like a couple weeks went by?
2 by 2.
I hear those things. I hear they multiply quickly.
All right.
If I could train a rabbit to hunt a mouse, I would love that because I despise cats and I don't want to get a cat in my garage just for a mouse. But if I could raise some rabbits and let them just be the protectors.
I got a story time for you before I go and let Jeff on. So, my neighbor, he raised rabbits, but he was a woodworker is mostly what he did, and I loved going over to his house and looking at all the cool stuff he would always be making and watch him do his woodworking. He'd do wood turning, had the lathe machine, had all sorts of different stuff, did a lot of cool crafty woodworking by hand, and was just like a really great artisan. But I loved going back and playing with his rabbits, and almost every day I'd have to go over there and be like, "Can I touch the rabbits? Can I play with the rabbits?" And one day as I got older, I started to realize the rabbits were like constantly changing. They weren't the same rabbits. And I was like, "Wait, what happened to the other black and white one? I liked the spotted one." And he's like, "No, they're the same rabbits." And I was like, "No, they're not." He's like, "Yeah, they're the same rabbits." I'm like, "No, the spotted one was my favorite. Where did it go?" And that was the day I found out that my neighbors were probably eating the rabbits.
Chickens will get the mice. Ooh.
Raising some chickens and rabbits and stuff for food, and it's like, oh, them's food rabbits. That's why they're so plump and fat.
I've never heard of eating. I mean, I've heard of eating rabbits. Be like, for what term, cultivating them to eat them.
All right.
I guess
So here's what I've got pulled up on Discord. All right, what are we looking at here? Wildheart posted something pretty wild. Oh, that is interesting. It has quartz veins running through it here. It does.
Inside.
It looks like a rhyolite. I'm wondering if it's like a rhyolite. It almost looks cherty, like chert or jasper there, though, like you said. She said she found it at the... Yeah, she said it dissolved. So she found it at the ocean, brought it home, soaked it because it had some red on it, and I wanted it off, and now it's dissolved itself. So it's probably calcite then, and salts, sea salts, calcites.
Yeah, definitely.
Gypsum then, if it was like dissolving in the water and. Huh. Crazy. We have a new member. I don't know if they're going to be in here right now, but if you are, welcome to the Lapidary Lounge, Dingleflop. The new member in the Discord. And they just did their first ever project. Their first made on their grandpa's machines. They did this 5-leaf clover piece.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's pretty cool.
I was not laughing at the stones. The stones are well done.
Yeah.
I was laughing at Dingle because it's a funny name.
A great name. Oh, look, I love the poop emoji from my video I took down. By the way, that video will be back up, the part 1 of 2. I just did not want to copyright. It's been more on my mind now, and I've been much more aware of it since getting the partial monetization and approaching at 4,000 hours. I've been trying really hard to avoid any forms of copyright, and like I kept hearing little bits in the background. I was like, I don't know if that'll get copyright or not. But Whitney was watching her TV show, and it's like the intro music. It's like talking clips and people talking from the show in the background is fine, but it's like the intro music. I was like, will that get it? So I was like, just gonna go in and see if I'm talking on those parts and like mute a couple little clips and then put the video back up because it was processing and see if it doesn't give a copyright. But then leave the other one up with the music in it that was the same in the background and see if that does get a copyright. I don't know. Kind of just gonna see what happens or not, because I heard some other people said they were trying to get copyright from TV stuff and not just music.
Gotcha. What up, Banshee?
YouTube.
Welcome in, buddy.
More on top of all of that stuff. Yeah, I don't really have much of a story time other than we got lots of cool geodes here. I got the septarian nodules I showed off on the live last night. Surprisingly, I thought
Cool.
Back it up. We had this huge hunk of a septarian nodule that's got fossils in it. You can see one, not right there by my pinky. There's a shell right there. And then there's one right there as well. I guess I can flip the camera around, but I should. Have we heard from Jeff? Haven't really.
Oh, not yet. Let him finish getting set up. I'm gonna run and grab another beverage. I don't want to keep you yawning.
Cool. I'll just ramble.
Need some caffeine.
Loki. They asked my grandfather where the rabbits were, and he said, "You're eating them." My cousin started crying. The first, I don't know if you read the first part. He said his grandfather had rabbits, and his cousin would play with them. Oh, that's good. Yep.
Excuse me. Watch out! Break it. Buy it first, then I'll break it.
Right? Who's gonna pay me to break it?
Buy it.
So that big hunka chunka septarian goodness. It looks like it has leaves, like it's these little splotches of color. It's like it's branching up like a tree growing out of it. Here we've got the shell I was trying to show on the front camera. It doesn't show near as well, so there's a better view of that one. And then on the bottom, there's another one kind of right there, much harder to see on the camera. It's hard, a lot of them are kind of hard to pick up unless you're in person. You can see the depth and the shape to them. That one, though, is really obvious. Hard to miss that one. Thought I had blue nail polish. Nope. No nail polish. Maybe bad lighting. Oh, the UV light. Huh. Yeah, the UV. Took me a sec to realize what you were saying there. This one I showed a bit ago, but I don't know if I showed it in the UV. Ooh, you know what I didn't do? Should grab out all these dugways really quick before I go and get my Geiger counter.
Ooh, do that. I still got to get a hold of Jeff. Let's see what's going on.
Oh, what's going on there? Look at that spot.
Oh, weird.
Man, it's just so reactive and bright. I don't know what's going on. It's so bright. Oh, there's a little cavity there too. Huh. Okay, so let's grab... What was I grabbing? Forgot what I just said I was going to show before.
Geiger counter.
Yep, thank you. Perfect. Brain fart. So, for anyone curious, I will be live again later tonight as well. We did a box of rocks last night.
So I'll be back in just a moment. I don't know if it's going to make both of us freeze. It might just make me freeze, but be back in.
Okay, it's usually just you, yeah. We should see here. I guess I can pull it up on my laptop and see and check, but I'm pretty sure if I wiggle this around, turn my volume up. Yep, okay. It's just Tyler. So, anyway, last night I'd mentioned on my live, we sold a whole bunch of petrified wood from Gene's grandkids. And yeah, Boot, he knew he was going to freeze. He jumped off to go message Jeff real quick. Anyway, I'm going to check these dugway geodes with the Geiger counter here. I chat with y'all about. So last night's sell, I said I wasn't going to mention Gene's grandkids' names unless I had the permission and approval and they wanted to and whatnot, but they said they did. And so thank you all a whole bunch. Last night, all of the petrified wood that everyone bought was from his 16-year-old grandkid, and his name is Gage. So I know Gage is going to be appreciative that y'all were so awesome on the auctions and everything, and that you thought his petrified wood was worth it. And then tonight, when we are back, we're going to go through the boxes that I still have yet to open, and we're going to start with the box from Rylan, which is his younger brother. So Rylan is 11, also an awesome young rockhound, and he sent us 2 boxes as well. So we're going to start with one of his boxes tonight when we're live later. And yeah, see what he found and what he decided to send us. So we're well above background radiation here. My background is usually like 11 to 16. We just hit 20, which is the highest I think I've seen in this house. And that's just with a few dugways sitting here, so that's nice. I like that. I like some spicy meatballs. Oh, and my microphone is plugged in, so you guys might not be hearing the clicks. The clicking on the Geiger counter is like one of the most exciting parts. It goes click, click, click. Yeah, they're the next generation of rockhounds. I'm getting a little bit. Wonder if I can sit and go one by one and... Oh, I've just got like 6 clicks in a row right there. This one? It's this one.
Boom. We're back.
This is the one given the most. I'm pretty sure. It hit 20, which isn't much, but my background's like 11. Yeah, I'll have to play with it a little bit more and try it with some of the other ones as well. All right, so what's the story with Jeff? If we're just doing free advertisements for companies, then.
Oh, was I not off camera enough there?
You're fine. You can walk by. Sorry, just flipping the camera.
I mean, Dr. Pepper wanted to sponsor me. I would gladly take a little Dr. Pepper fridge, and you can stock it whenever you want, and I'll drink it. I'll drink a Dr. Pepper with every geocaching. Sure. Great dad bod. I enjoy being happy, eating good food. It's all right. We like to put people on the spot. It's all right, Jeff.
I almost texted you beforehand. Me and Tyler were talking about it. We'd hit up Loki, and then I was like, never mind. And then I thought about hitting. I was like, oh, we could do Jeff, but then I just kind of didn't think much more about it. I was like, yeah, we'll just do the live, see what happens.
Yeah, no, he was cooking food, and I was fixing lunch for the kids too when I talked to him. So I'm like, yeah, we'll just do it. Didn't even think to. I ain't scared. Good.
Yeah, my morning, I posted a little video on the Discord. It was great. My morning started by, while I was waking up and making my coffee, I got an aerial flood alert, and then we got the emergency broadcast alert system went off, which has only happened twice here. It happened during a hurricane, and then today. Oh, Tyler froze up again. There he is. But I wake up, and I got that little alert. I look outside, and it's not really raining, but then it just starts downpouring all of a sudden. It starts flooding like crazy outside. And I made a little video, and I posted that on the Discord. And within like a couple minutes of that happening, DoorDash messages me. Oh yeah, sorry. The warning though said, "Do not go outside for your safety. This is life-threatening weather. Do not go outside by any means unless you have to evacuate." But then like 2 minutes later, DoorDash sends me messages like, "Hey, it's busy in your area. You should go work." Nope. Thanks. Well, like pretty much all week I don't get that notification because it's been dead on DoorDash. But of course it's busy when it's pouring rain because no one wanted to work in that flooding rain. Everyone's like, "Oh, I'm not working, clock out," or not even clock in, No one was going to work in that. So they're sending out messages to everyone like, "Hey, yeah, we know it's like they said don't go outside in your area, but do you want to go out and work?"
That's funny.
Loved it. So yeah, we'll for sure have a nice little sale later tonight here.
Sweet.
Let's see. Jeff got some things.
Also, yeah, I was listening.
Gabe Rylan, Rylan. Yeah, it's. I'm trying to think. Is the actor's name Rylan something? Or not actor. I don't know. Famous dude? Was he a boxer? I don't know what he was. Anywho, you keep freezing up on my screen. Jeff.
All right, get out of here.
Okay, yeah.
Get
I was gonna say
Jeff over
you keep freezing pretty screens.
All right, it should be better now. My Wi-Fi turned itself on.
Okay, if Jeff is ready to go, I will jump out then, and yeah, let me know when to come back. We'll see y'all soon. I'll be watching in the background. Let's look.
All right, Jeff, if you're listening, hit that link now, buddy.
Let's look at those pretties. Wait, how do I leave? There we go.
I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. I guess. All right, sorry. Yeah, I don't know why my phone reconnected to the Wi-Fi. Hey, there he is. Yeah. What up, man?
Going on, bud?
Welcome,
So yeah,
welcome
you
to the
threw me
last.
on the spot. I wasn't prepared. I had to pull out a couple things, and I've got a couple different things. All right, be quiet. Got my big old mutts out here. We had a carport that with us about to move. We were going to try to have somebody take it down and move it for us and put it back up, but Vicky just decided to go ahead and sell it, and we're going to buy something else. And
Oh, cool.
so that guy's out there taking it down, and our dogs are going crazy. But I don't know. I don't know where even to start. I went to a place Mike told me about, Kentucky Rockhound,
Uh-huh.
to find some more geodes and stuff. It was pretty close to here, and he gave me a location. I went last weekend, and I don't know what to think about the stuff I found. It's I can show you some stuff. Well, I've got this new toy. It's a tripod and microphone. I haven't got it. I've got the light on,
Oh, nice.
so I can leave the overhead lights off and show the UV stuff.
Sweet.
But should I turn this sideways? Oh,
No, you got to keep it up and down for these.
okay.
You can turn the camera around. The top button on the right of your screen is to flip around to your back camera.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to turn the overhead light on. Hold on.
Oh, you're
For
good.
a couple things, anyways. So you'll have to bear with me moving around. Once I get my shop, it won't be so bad because I'm in the kitchen. The dogs are going crazy. But let me turn this around real quick. So that stuff that I found in Ohio that I did that little video and I showed you guys that stuff. I forgot to really display this ugly rock from a distance. That's all it looks like, a big ugly rock. What's it? What is it? But if you get closer to it, let me see if I can get the camera to zoom.
You can also click the 3 buttons on the bottom. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, never mind. I forgot you can't. For some reason, you can't turn your flash on when you're in a split stream. You normally, when you click those buttons when you're live, you can turn on and off a flash, but it doesn't let you do that.
Can you see what that is? This is why I picked it up.
Oh, interesting. Is that a Favicites? Like
That's
a
what I
coral?
think. But I found it in Ohio, but you never know where they got that gravel at. Favicites or whatever that I know Michigan Rocks talks about finding. Is that the Charlevoix stone that he calls it?
Yeah, it could be similar to that, or it's like a tabulate coral. I don't know. I'm not 100% on the fossils, at least the
Yeah,
corals.
I'm not either. But it was
I don't
pretty
know.
cool.
I would say that's the Favicites. I've heard Michigan Rocks talk about the Charlevoix or however the heck you say it, but I don't
Yeah,
have
but
collection
I
to.
didn't really show that one too good. This is one of the possible geodes, but they all feel solid. And the thing is, whenever I was finding these things, when these are completely different than that other site stuff that I was finding. The exterior
Is
isn't.
that they're from Kentucky or is that one of the ones
Yeah,
from Ohio?
yeah. It's like 15 minutes, not even 15 minutes from my house. But it's a site that I found it underneath the train tracks on this creek. I've got a bunch of them in here. I don't.
Oh, that's cool.
Let me see if I can grab a couple of them out real quick.
That's more like the skin
Oh
you're
yeah,
gonna find.
this isn't a geode. I found this over there too.
Tabulate, yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah, that's cool. So the skins on those are a little more similar to the ones that you're finding on like just the regular crazy, really pretty Kentucky agates.
See how that's real churty? It's almost like chert on the bottom side of that.
Yeah, that's more like a piece of agatized coral.
But that's a wild. I mean, you see the.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
The patterns and stuff in that. The
that's
I mean,
really cool.
it's 3D. You can go down, whatever. I don't know what kind of coral that is, but some kind of coral, right?
It's it's a lithostrontianella. It's a colonial rugosa coral.
And then let's see.
But yeah, for those who don't know what a colonial rugosa is, it's a cluster of horn corals that live together as a colony. So the colonial is the colony of them instead of just being a standalone horn coral. Because they actually, I don't know, what's a good current living? I don't know, not an urchin. I don't know. Just reminds me of like some SpongeBob stuff. But horn corals, basically, the horn, the tip of it would be what anchored to, another type of coral, and then the bottom part that has ridges had like these little like tentacle looking things that came up. So it would look completely different when it was alive. Really cool stuff.
I've got so much in this backpack. I forgot that I got this much. But they're real, like almost like creek chert. The outside of them are. And the ones that I was finding that was broken open was, you see that like I don't know.
All right, hold on.
It's crystal.
Give me 1 second. We're gonna pause really quick. I gotta try and reset the stream on my end because on my phone the screen you're frozen. So I'm able to look at my laptop, but there's a little bit of a delay. So I'm gonna totally close out YouTube, relaunch it, and jump back into the stream, and that should fix it. So if for some reason the stream completely stops, I'll restart it. Give me just a minute, and we'll get back into everything. I tried doing the flip the camera thing, and it's not really helping. So last time I did this, I had to do that. Yeah, see, it's not changing anything. So it did it to me one time before. So bear with me. It's my own fault. It's because I must have started the stream already on Wi-Fi and then I turned the Wi-Fi off. It's the same thing that happened last time. So I should be able to hop right back in. So fingers crossed. I'll be right back. Hey, there we go. And we're not frozen. Woohoo! All right, now it's the Jeff Show. Welcome in, Allison, Prairie Girl Rocks. All right, you have the floor again, Jeff. Now I can actually see what you're talking about. And it's not a 12-second delay.
Camera back around.
There we go. Ooh, look at that.
This is one, of course, I just found already broke open. All these is what I found there that day. I went ahead and sprayed some so you could see the
nice.
kind of it's real waxy and smooth on the outside on some of them. I don't know. They're just so different from those other ones I was finding. And I didn't really find any. I don't think these are all pretty much solid. And then this right here has that like stuff like I found in Mount Vernon. It's like a chalcedony inside there.
That'd be a good one to get sliced up.
Yeah. Well, I think the saw that I've got coming is big enough. I think it's a 5-inch, so it should be able to handle some of this stuff. And I already showed you this one. This right here has stuff.
Oh, that's
too,
pretty.
that's like that.
See, the thing too down there, and why I love hunting for Kentucky agates, but at the same time, it's a pain in the butt. And if you ever get a chance to go out with Mike, he'll talk to you and he'll tell you about it. But they have what's called Gemmy Chert, Gemmy,
Yeah.
chert that can be almost translucent, and it can be really flipping
That's
pretty.
probably what this stuff is.
Yeah, it might be, but that stuff is still really nice. But let me tell you, when you're going out there and your goal is to find a piece of agate, and all you're finding is that chert, you're throwing that chert as far as you can. You aren't noticing the beauty in it. You're noticing how far and how many trees you can hit with it. But that's probably that gemmy chert, so that's still something I would cut up. That's still pretty.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna cut all these. The ones that feel pretty solid, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut them up. And for Allison, I guess Allison just showed up. I'll show her this one.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Hold on, I got some coral down there too.
There was a lot of that stuff there that I didn't pick up. I put this stuff out of that white box. If any of you see my video, this was the stuff that was in this little white box that was, the UV was just, the white from the box was just blowing it up. So you couldn't tell anything about it. But that was one of the things that I said I couldn't remember what it was. It's Spinel. It's blue Spinel is what I remember things later after the fact and stuff a lot of times. So
ain't that the worst?
It's still light in here, so you're not gonna be able to see it too good, but that's what it looks like. It's completely blue, but then you shine the black light on it and most of it shows up really red.
Are you
And
sure
purple.
those aren't sapphires? Because I know corundum, rubies and sapphires has that real crazy.
Yeah, they're called blue Spinel.
Spinel, okay. I don't know. Maybe it's the same thing.
Let me see if I can get it to zoom in a little bit. It won't focus. They're just little tiny pieces.
Ooh. Little spider fell. Yeah, and I found a nice. Right. I thought I lost this. This is a nice big chunk of the chert that I brought home.
Well, since I got the light off, I'll show this other stuff real quick. Let me just take this stuff.
That's a big old chunk of Kentucky chert. I like to try and save nicer pieces of chert because I would absolutely love to one day learn how to nap and make arrowheads and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I can find all kinds of chert.
Oh yeah. I try and keep the real nice pieces. Like I've got some real nice pieces of Illinois chert that are literally only set aside for when I learn how to nap. Because I have like genuine artifacts. They're not out here now, but I have genuine ones from Illinois, from the tribes, and I'd love to be able to make one. From the same stuff. I think that'd be pretty cool. What else you got for us? So what got you into rockhounding? While you're getting some things together, we'll grill you with some questions too.
Well, I mean, I like rocks from a kid. I think I said this on Allison's live. I don't remember, but I used to find rocks and take them to my grandma. And like when I was like in first grade, we had this craft thing that we did where I made this little tumbler and you draw a little drawing or whatever, and you could put it inside the tumbler. So, it wrapped it. It was like a wrap or something that was inside the plastic of the tumbler. And I gave her that when I was just a kid. My grandparents pretty much raised me, so she was more like my mom. And so I gave her that thing, and we'd always go up on the mountain, and I'd play in the creeks and stuff when we were riding around up there, and I'd find rocks and bring them to her, and she'd put them in that little tumbler. And so I've been finding rocks, but most recently, I started watching Gold Rush and all these types of shows and stuff like that, and then I found Agate Dad, and I mean, most of the people that's in here were probably on Allison's live whenever I was saying the same stuff. So I don't want to bore everybody with the same story, but yeah, I mean,
oh, it sounds good. Bore them away.
Yeah, but then I found you guys, and it's just history.
Sweet.
I started buying rocks, and it's been crazy. I love this stuff, and I've got so so many plans as far as my display and my shop and all that stuff like that. I do have some. You were talking about sapphires, right? You thought those might have been sapphires?
Yeah, I don't really know all that much about gemstones and stuff. I just know that the corundum has that crazy glow.
Just the latest box I just got from Kyle, I was looking through it. I didn't open every little thing he sent, but I had a couple of sapphires in that. But I know I've got some rubies here. These are rubies. But I'm gonna lay this stuff out here and I'll show you a couple other things real quick, and I'll try not to take up too much time on you.
I ain't rushing. What time is it?
Yeah, I wasn't.
Oh, it's only 3:15. You're fine.
I wasn't expecting anything, so just a couple things,
Right? Yeah.
a couple different
I don't know
people.
if you read Chris commented and said that some of us, himself included, have horrible memory and need to hear stuff more than once to remember. So you're all good. No one's going to complain about hearing.
Well, I mean, if I remember this stuff that I was just talking about on my video. I couldn't remember it for nothing, and then I was like, even when I'm talking to somebody on the phone, like I'll be talking to my work, a dispatcher at work, and I'll think of something I needed to tell them or needed to ask them, and next thing you know, we're getting off the phone, and right as it's like my memory triggers right when right when I'm about to say goodbye, and then I'm always all the time, wait. trying to get them to wait before they hang up. Okay. Just a couple things.
Oh, blue sapphires won't glow. Okay. Never mind.
I didn't think sapphires did. But
okay. I thought it was the corundum thing. See? Yeah, don't trust everything I say.
Trying to put this so it's a mess. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is called adamite. Adamite, adamite, I guess. And this is I was right when I was talking about this. It's a shell with a calcified shell from Rucks Pick Rucks Rucks Pit in Florida, but it's just calcified shell from Florida.
It's got probably some really pretty dog tooth on it.
Yeah, but and then just honey calcite, and then this was a highlight opal, which I've got several of those from Kyle too, and this is the I see my brain don't want to work. It's the petroleum quartz. That's the rubies. This is the Franklinite from New Jersey. It's the same thing as what Chris got some for me, and this is blue kyanite.
Sweet.
Little shivers of that, and then this is
you got a UV light.
Yeah, I just wanted to show everybody before I hit the UV.
Sweet. I was gonna say I definitely want to see that New Jersey one. Oh snap! That one's crazy.
And then there's the shell. And I didn't even mention I've got some palm stones.
Oh, that was the adamite.
Yeah, this is the adamite.
That's right. I need some of that. Man, that's crazy.
Let me turn it over too, because it's got the crystals on both sides.
Oh man, that's so crazy. And you got other lights on in there too, man. That's nuts.
And then that purple stuff, I left it in the bag. I'll get it back out. The purple stuff was that's the highlight. That's the honey calcite. I forgot to show you some more septarian palm stones, whatever. I gave one to Vicky. She took the best one. And then that's the Franklinite.
That's the stuff from Jersey?
Yeah. That's the rubies. Those rubies just glow like crazy. And then the kyanite glows red, even though it's blue, just like the Spinel does. That's
really
pretty cool. And those,
The
some of those,
beryllium quartz is nuts.
yeah. Actually, that right there, that one that's purple is the scapulite.
Cool.
So, and then that awesome, I don't
Ooh,
care.
that's
I'm still calling it Uper. That's what I first seen them as, UV sodalite, whatever, but it's Uper. But they didn't get it from the Uper guy, so they called it sodalite. But it's got some good big flowers on it, you know, whatever you want to call it. And then
flowers or
yeah,
flakes.
I don't know what, I guess I don't know if they're crystals or what they are, but let me turn the light back on. Oh, there's that other. So I didn't show you the. So those are the three I just showed you them, and here's the one I gave to Vicky. She wanted it. That was a good one. So yeah, Chris, I was just, you know, I give you a down the road talking about wanting that septarian because it shows a lot, but I really don't need it. I've got a lot of septarian now. Let me move some stuff out of the way here real quick. I've got this little thing. I don't even know where it's from. I got it from a girl off Facebook, but I guess it's just one of those little sugar geodes. I don't know.
Cool.
Can you see it
Oh
good?
yeah, it's a Moroccan.
Is that what it
Yeah,
is?
it's a
Moroccan?
Moroccan.
I don't know. I
Moroccan
thought it was
sugar
cool.
geode. That's the kind of geode I blew up at the end of geocaching. If you guys
Oh, is
missed
that
that,
what it is?
I still didn't make that a short. I literally stuck a firework in a geode, lit it, and it just went.
Man, that thing freaking popped.
And that, if y'all didn't know, that was just a little tease. I've got my next video that's going to be coming out a week from yesterday. So 6 days. Just with this house being all jacked up, I just needed some extra time. But
Tyler froze up on us. I haven't even been looking at the chat. I got to get used to looking at the chat while I'm doing this. Lord mercy. This thing's just falling apart on me. I can't even remember what this one is now. I don't even know if you guys, can you guys even still see me? Okay, I'm trying to get this out. This thing is falling apart. I'm not going to take this all the way out, but I got this too, and I can't remember what it is. I thought it was a venated knot, but I can't remember. I don't know if this is something that I got this from the Blacklight District people. So, oh yeah, this is oh, I can't remember what this is. It's all, man, I'm mad now. That thing's all crumbling apart. Can you see? And I've got the overhead lights on. I gotta ask them what that one is, but it's like really green. Maybe that was the adamite. One of them that was green was the adamite, and the other one was something else. I don't know. Maybe that was the other one was the spatulite. I got to double check. No, that one was the adamite because I asked them about it. But that other one, I'll have to ask them about what that one is. That's just crumbling apart. That's now I got Vicky wanted this little palm stone. It's a little, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's a little crazy lace palm stone.